What is going on, everyone? My name's Boit. Game number 3. Spawn in the bottom of the map in the red color playing as Ra. It's me. And my opponent is Magic playing as Zeus here. Oh, the mighty Zeus on Mediterranean. The memories are not fond. I do not have fond memories of playing against Zeus on vanilla back on Mediterranean at all, because this is exactly what Zeus players would do. They would send this bloody Kataskopos over to your side of the map, and they would be looking for an early bolt here. Now, obviously, he doesn't get to stop my dock because it's already up, and I have managed to keep my villagers relatively safe in my base, but he is going to be looking for a bolt here on one of my villages for sure, as Magic pops in here. He hasn't found them just yet, as we're getting away with it. Maybe we're going to kill off the Kataskopos before he finds a villager to bolt, but he finds the villager, and he kills my villager, and I'm very sad. I'm very sad because that slows my advance time down, and advance time is everything on this map. However, I think back in the day, back in 2011, I was still stuck on this build. This build I learnt from, I believe, from DoD Boit. I think it was in the deities of death. I can't remember exactly, but from Boit, and it was a 5-minute advance time on the map Mediterranean with the idea of going for 4 docks or 5 docks and simply just garrisoning all my fishing ships and then pushing out with the stronger economy from advancing a little bit later. Now, nowadays, if I were to play on vanilla, I would be looking to advance at 4:30 rather than 5 minutes with just 3 docks using my current build orders that I've created today, which are much more efficient and much better. But this build here it's actually still a decent build to use today on team game Mediterranean, but in 1v1s it's not something that would ever really see crazy success. Now, Magic here, having used his bolt on me early, he's probably going to be looking to advance very fast here. There are 2 types of Zeus player on Mediterranean. There was the Zeus player who would go for the 4:02 advance time, and there was the Zeus player who would go for the 4:30 advance time on this map. I can't remember what Magic was and if he's even going to be able to hit it here, so you do also have to remember that, like, you even look at these villages here and you go, these villages are not chopping efficiently at all, and this is just, we just didn't know. We just didn't know. We didn't know, all right? And this storehouse decision leaves a little bit to be desired, because this forest here is much better. But nonetheless, Magic's going to probably be advancing a little bit before myself here in this game. And we'll see if we even have the food to advance here. We've only got a couple more chickens remaining. Temple going to be going down. More docks will start being thrown up. You can see I've got the 4 villages on the gold here. This is the 4-4-4 build. The 4-4-4 build. 4 food, 4 wood, 4 gold. Living the dream. As we see Magic actually having to drop a second granary? What are you doing, Magic? He's still not advanced. He's still not advanced. He's also got a really, really bad spawn here on the water. This is another thing that would happen on Mediterranean on vanilla, is take a look at my spawn of fish. That's beautiful. 3 fish, 3 fish, 3 fish. And look at Magic's fish. He does have 3 fish on the shore here, and these 3 fish are technically on the shore as well. But these fish are in the middle of no man's land. As it's going to be a delayed advance time nonetheless. Should have been an advance time then, but got bolted. So we build 1 more villager, and hopefully have the resources to advance here. I can't. It looks like I had a 1-click garrison on as well, which is definitely not the most efficient way to play. You want to have you want to use alt to garrison, and that'll allow you to repair easier. And then yeah, but didn't know about that at all. Anyways, more fishing ship coming out. We've fished all across the map. I wouldn't mind seeing a dock over here, to be honest. That would be a really good dock to throw down, but apparently I put the dock here instead, which is obviously not 100% correct. Magic, on the other hand here, has gone through Athena a little bit faster than myself. But wait, he's still gathering food. Is this a fast mythic? No, a fast heroic? Oh. Nope, he's going for the main base. He's not wanting to fight water in the slightest here. What is this? Military Academy coming down here. He is going for the jugular here. He does make one trireme to cause some pressure. But plenty of docks are up here. Do we see another dock going down? No. 3 villagers build 1 military academy. My God. The strategic genius of Magic, of 2011's Magic. As I don't even need a garrison in my fishing ships here. This is just 1 trireme. All my cabinets are going to pop out, and we're just going to be able to deal with this and then go over and cause some real problems here. We see another military academy coming up. The big problem here is that my home gold mine is incredibly open. As I see, barracks coming down. The spidey senses tingling. Where are the rest of the trireme? You don't have to scout your opponent. You just have to have spidey senses. So 1 barrack's going to be coming up, and 2 barracks actually coming up. That's like, I know what's going on here. Magic could have been going for a fast heroic here. He could have gone for a fast heroic through Dionysus and made Scala, and the Scala was so strong in vanilla.
Into you.
As we do see the fishing ship going to get taken out over here. Make some axemen out and see how things are going to go. As Magic is now going to be moving forward with his hoplites to start putting some pressure on. Picking off this tower doesn't really do a whole lot here. As we've got an axeman or 2, we can bring our Pharaoh into the game here to defend against this. I've got no defenses really set up here. I'm also about to get housed, it would seem, as we aren't throwing our houses up very efficiently. But I can actually fish out the rest of this map as well. Throw some docks down on the side, but that might be a little bit too difficult. A bit of micro there to save my axeman. As Magic is coming around here with his hoplites, trying to make it work. Double archery range, or 3 military academies up now. This guy is crazy. He's absolutely insane. Archery range coming down as well. The other thing is, I've got gold mines on the other side of the map, so he has to get around that as well. Meanwhile, we get ourselves a 3rd barracks up, just trying to spam these units out as best as I can. As the Axemen going to take this fight here. They're very, very strong against hoplites. And the micro is everything here with the classical army in this classical fight. Slinger versus Toxoda, that's a fight we will take any day of the week. Do we get this upgrade? This is something that I think we didn't realize how good, or I didn't realize how good per scene was back in the day. Because you don't know how good a technology is because it didn't tell you. It just says fishing ships gather faster. So you don't know that it's actually a really good technology. I would have thought, well, fishing ships just aren't that good. So getting this technology is just like boosting something that's not that good. So why waste my resources in it?
Great.
As we have our dudes out. Imagine an armory can go down fairly soon. Watchtower on this gold mine just to staple in the advantage that we've gotten out of these fishing ships here. Do we get it? Oh, we do get burst scene. Let's go. It's a little bit delayed, but a big pickup there as the dock is going to be picked off fairly soon. We see villagers coming around onto the top side of the map as my cabinet's going to say, get out of here. Magic does notice that. He's still getting more units coming through onto this position over here. 71 of 75 population there. As the axeman coming through to say, no dock over here for you, son. As the slingers come through, going to snipe off a Toxoda before losing their life here. As more units going to come around, we do see cheeky rain from old mate 2011 Boit here to stop the restoration to come through, and that's going to allow these slingers to get a lot of damage done to those Toxodas. They get a little bit out of position here, as my axemen should be able to deal with the majority of those hoplites here, but looks like Magic does come out ahead on that fight quite significantly there. So a bit of a silly fight to take there. We do have the 3 military buildings here, trying to build out as much as I possibly can. We'll see if Magic is going to go for a couple of. We do get the villager kills. Magic's going to go for a couple of trireme here or not. As the watchtower is up on this location, we've got some military buildings coming down for Magic on the bottom side of the map, trying to get that gold star happening. There's a temple coming up as well. No need to build farms here, apparently. Plenty of villagers or fishing ships on the water. As we've got cheeky slingers moving forward here. Nice marker there. Keeping the axeman on the back to snipe down a couple of toxotes there. But Magic is actually in a really... I'm not sure if Magic's been building villages consistently in this game. He's got 4 villagers on food right now. He's got nothing but hoplites and toxotes here. We should be able to push forward and be okay in this position. And I think we're still getting villagers produced fairly consistently here. As my villagers finishing up on this gold mine can move over here fairly soon as well. As the hoplite comes through to try and cause some problems. Got some units over here, and I mean, I can move in on this spot, drop a tower here as well at this point, but I think just trying to get to the... Is the game bugged, or are we still idle villagers? There's really not that much going on here. Wake up, Boit! Okay, we worked it out. In classic Boit fashion. Just standard 30 seconds of idle time with 20 villagers. No problems. And we do see that now Magic is going all in on the water here. And we have to have some micro. The micro is coming down on this one. Now, back in vanilla, the ships move at exactly the same speed, have exactly the same stats. So there is really no advantage to be had. We do get some good micro here against the trireme of Magic. Just one ship moving around, no big pulls here in the early stages. It does look like Magic has got a slight advantage on water for the time being here. There's my army over here. I'm sitting at full population, so I can't actually build that many. cabinets. I got all the resources. Just delete some slingers here wouldn't be a bad idea. I think Magic, yeah, he's sitting at 75 population to try and take down this dock with my army. Oh dear. I've got plenty of resources, just can't spend them. We are going through Hathor, which will give access to town centers and also the siege barems as well, as we do see some units coming down on the bottom side of the map looking for a raid on this gold mine over here. And still microing to the best of our ability here. Big pull there, and another pull over here as well. As one shot, one pull. This is how we work. Magic's not trying to really micro this at all here, as he's actually going for the raid over here instead. Luckily, we do notice it, but our army is well out of position. Now, do we get ourselves some siege ships here to shut this all down, or what's the deal? There's a couple more cabinets coming through. Yes, we do. And the army pushing back, town center coming up. Why not? Villagers starting to lose their life as my classical army takes a long time to walk over here. As these trireme getting a couple of fishing ship kills, the war barge coming out should put a fairly quick stop to the trireme shenanigan coming on here, as the toxotes and hoplites all run into the death ball that's waiting for them underneath that town center and watchtower. I think these ships trade. No, 2 HP remaining. Magic's still trying to push in and cut me off gold, but he's a ways away from getting to the next stage. He could have thrown some fishing ship out over here if he wanted to get a little bit more economy going. He's getting walls set up all over the place to try and defend his gold mine. Farms having to come up means he's going to be very, very slow to get to the next age. I think a mythic age might be on the way here. Do we throw a market down? There is no market just yet, but an early Horus here would be game over for Magic for sure. Not actually sure I would ever do that though, as we do see my slinger's going to be searching around the map for some villagers to kill. Villagers on this position very much out of position here. We do see a market coming up, very, very slow. And look at the villager train time. Not that much idle time, but still idle time here. This is the thing about the difference between auto queue and not auto queue is that even the best players have gaps in their production. And every single time someone ever says, "Man, auto queue, you just have to queue the units up and they train," and it's like, well, in reality, in the heat of a game, you have gaps. So the best players don't have gaps. That's what makes them macro lords, as is so aptly known. If you watch like Viper or Hera play on Age of Empires 2, they don't have those gaps because they've trained so hard to not have those gaps. Boit back in 2010. It's not that good. We get the market up? What are we doing here? We're taking our time here in this game. No idea. Found a town center. Want the town center. What did I send over here? Villagers. These villagers are looking for the town center. Right. We were in search of a town center. Osiris is the god of choice. Not taking any risks here. I mean, Horus is basically a game over for Magic. Like, there's no way that Magic gets heroic age here, and a tornado kills the town center and prevents any sort of chance of continuing here. But not to be known. And the brutal locust gets dropped, takes down the food income here as well, picking off all of those farms, all of that hard work that Magic put into it. Didn't pick off any villagers, but you see a town center gets denied here. A good play by Magic, keeping himself in this game. There's no way he should be like this close or this much in this game here. And Osiris coming. We're going to get some spearmen. Don't know why we're getting spearmen, but we're getting spearmen. Why make Migdol units when you can make unupgraded spearmen and slingers in the Mythic Age? Where are these guys going? Where are you sending your slingers, my friend? We're just searching around. Tornado? You didn't go Horus. You get a Migdol stronghold coming up. Oh, he's distracting. Distracting to get the Migdol stronghold up. Very smart. Very smart. Pharaoh over here a little bit hurt as well. Wait, where are you sending the Pharaoh? You're about to go Osiris. Oh dear. Oh dear. Oh dear. Oh dear. Pharaoh gonna die. Run for the tower. Magic sees that Osiris and is like, get back here, Pharaoh. You have to garrison the priest as well. We do get the Migdol up. That will mean cavalry are coming out. Magic going next stage yet? No, he's still struggling for food. Look at these farms. They're actually not that bad. It's just he needs a granary in this line. And their Magic decides to tap out. It's a very strange tap outs in this series. The game's not exactly over. Obviously Magic is losing here and the comeback's going to be really tough. But get the dub. Up 2-1 against Magic in a tournament. A very, very few people can say they've ever had that experience. Anyways, yeah, very strange strategy here from Magic. I think he saw the gold mine and thought he could put pressure onto it, but the way at which he went about it didn't make a whole lot of sense. I think just getting the extra docks down, his fish wasn't that good, but just getting the extra docks down and just playing standard water aggression here has to be the right play most of the time. Anyways, GG, if you guys enjoyed it, please consider hitting the follow on the Twitch. If you're on the YouTube, hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you guys in the next game.